So, the last video was a little bit more lighthearted and rushed, talking about the retirement of Megadeth. I'm still a little bit upset about that, but at the same time, at least, Dave is still with us, and the guys are still with us, But today, I was just scrolling on Instagram, and I saw that Brent Hinds from Mastodon passed away, and hearing that information, I was shocked. I mean, I'm not a huge Mastodon fan. I like Mastodon, don't get me wrong. Leviathan and One Trip Around the Sun, phenomenal albums. Other than that, I've really never been into Mastodon like that. Like, I've never been too into Mastodon, but that's not the point. The point is, whenever I heard that information, I was like, oh, shit. Like, that's kind of what was going on in my mind. Like, I didn't say anything. Like, I didn't say anything out loud. I didn't utter the words, oh, shit, out loud. But whenever I heard about that news, I was just like, fuck, dude. What's next? You know what I mean? Like, what's next? It's honestly strange because, like, everything in metal is now falling apart ever since Ozzy passed away, honestly. Like, after the Black Sabbath farewell show, metal has just had nothing but tragedy going on for it right now. I mean, first, obviously, Ozzy's dying. That's the worst tragedy to happen in metal, like, by far. Then Megadeth retiring, that's not a tragedy, but it's still pretty fucked up. Megadeth has been at it for years and years, and it's just kind of like, I was expecting them to go for more years and years, but, I guess whenever it's time to hang up the boots, just gotta hang up the boots, And now, Brent Hinds from Mastodon is just not with us anymore all of a sudden. And it shocks me. It's very shocking to me. Sorry, you need to get a drink. But again, I've never been into Mastodon. I might get more into Mastodon now that Brent Hinds isn't with us anymore. Just to remember what he did with this band, because he's done a lot with this band. This band, he's their ex-guitarist, I guess, but he was an amazing guitarist. Amazing guitarist, don't get me wrong. I've listened to Leviathan and One Trip Around the Sun. Phenomenal albums, very phenomenal, and they're great Mastodon albums, great Mastodon records. But it's just, again, I've never been into Mastodon, but it's just shocking hearing that. And Mastodon really was a unique band, and they really are a unique band. I mean, they're still together, but my heart does go out to the family and to the band, although there was news where I guess they didn't end on good terms. I guess Brent Hinds kind of called them assholes, I think. I don't know what was up with that, but that's whatever. That's besides the point. But Mastodon really is an interesting band, and Brent Hinds' voice and Brent Hinds' guitar work really goes to show how interesting this band was and how good this band was. So, yeah, I mean, Mastodon was, they were not only groove metal, but they were also progressive metal, but they could have also fit a little bit into the sludge metal category. How they could have fit into the doom metal category if they wanted to. And I may be making shit up, but at the same time, it's like, this band is a weird band. Like, they have weird music videos. I mean, they've got the one for the Mother Low, which is a little bit disrespectful because that was about Bill's mom, I guess, dying from cancer. And then what? I don't know what that song is about, but a comment said it was disrespectful because it was a bunch of half naked women twerking. Yeah, it's a video I like. But no, jokes aside, Brent definitely brought a lot to the band, and nobody can replace him. Nobody will ever replace Brent Hinds. I mean, he wasn't a well-known name, like, he was no fucking Lemmy Kilmister or Dave Mustaine or Tom Araya. He wasn't like the most well-known member of the band, but I can't lie, his voice was very iconic to the band. It was, and there's no way around it. He had a really iconic voice. He was a really iconic part of the band, a really important part of the band, and even him leaving would just make Mastodon not really the same, But what do you guys think? Are you guys Mastodon fans? Do you guys not give a fuck about Brent Hinds? It'd be kind of disrespectful to say that after the man died. But, do you guys miss him? Do you guys not really care? Are you guys indifferent? What do you guys think? Just let me know in the comments, and remember, don't be a dick. See ya.